This comment, they're suggesting that Jordan Peterson's chronic illness, which was recently announced by his daughter, is a mass narcissistic collapse, which is a psychological term used to describe what can happen if a narcissist is publicly humiliated and has their grandiose self-image shattered or exposed. Basically, when a narcissist thinks they're this smart, but the public finds out that they're actually this smart, it's hard for them to cope with that internally. It shatters their overinflated sense of self. And this is something I had considered as well, especially since so many of his symptoms are neurological. And to understand why people would think this, you have to know a little bit about Jordan Peterson's career history. When he first blew up, he was giving lectures on psychology, which was in his wheelhouse and his field of study. Even if you didn't agree with everything that he was saying, he could at least make a coherent argument for everything that he was saying. But then, he resigned from the psychology department because the college wanted to make him do some kind of re-education class to make his public statements less offensive. And this is when Jordan Peterson really blew up as a political symbol, or a symbol of free speech. And of course he needed to find a new source of income, so going into politics seemed like the easiest route. And there were a whole bunch of billionaire-funded think tanks and NGOs who were ready to give Jordan Peterson money for being a political pundit. So long as he parroted their narratives, of course.
You are making a lot of money
Yes,
out of this.
I certainly am.
And the problem with this is that Jordan Peterson isn't an expert in politics. And in order to continue the grift, he had to defend things that are indefensible, like G-side. So a lot of people started cooking his ass and exposing him as a fraud, because that's what he had become. And I have a strong feeling that this, combined with coming off of benzo addiction, really shattered his self-image and led to a lot of the neurological issues that his daughter is describing in this video. At least selling out to the ruling class means that he'll be able to afford healthcare, unlike the rest of us. But hopefully he's having a crisis of conscience and comes out on the other side of this as less of a political hack.